Happy New Year or Happy New Year's Eve. I hope this has been a great year for you guys. So this I just my YouTube journey just started about a month ago, and I've obviously been on YouTube. I've been watching videos for many years, but I just started making videos, especially I've only made any videos on for Raid Shadow Legends, and I just started doing that last month, and now I have close to 80 subscribers now, and I can't wait to see what this next year is going to provide. So I am very excited to go on this journey with you guys. So yeah, we are ending on the fusion. I already did the fusion, but I think you have not much time left. So if you're able to get that fusion, go for it. He's an amazing champion. I got really lucky, and for some reason I pulled him before I even did the fusion. So I have two pairs of him, or I have one pair of him. So that's the end of the day. There is a great thing going on right now. This one right here, New Year gift chain. So today, if you log in, you're going to be able to get a chicken, 4-star chickens, some multi-battles, some energy. But the most exciting thing is it goes on for a couple days up until the 7th day, and you get a legendary book for free, which is amazing. Later in the game, when you guys start to do the clan boss on Ultra Nightmare and Nightmare, the legendary books will come every once in a while, and so will sacred shards. I actually got really lucky the past couple days, and I've gotten, I think, 3 sacred shards and some legendary books. So my sacred shard count is pretty up right now. Plus, some of those packs are great deals. If you're going to go for Miss Rector Drath, she's a great champion. I don't think she's that great to waste a sacred shard on her, because I think these things are priced at $30 each. So if she's worth $30 to you, then all for it, all for whatever you want to do. Now there is a chance to get TUHANARAK. TUHANARAK is great. I pulled her a while ago, and I'm very happy with her. TUHANARAK is probably the best out of this whole 10 times event. Mashaled, he's S tier, and then Rogni's really great too. I've been finding a lot of use for Suzerain Catan in the Hydra. He's been pretty key for me. So, and then you got this epics, which are great too. I actually use Oboro. I use all of these epics except for Thalicia. I haven't really used her yet, so I know she has some good AoEs. And Ugo's great for the block buffs. She's awesome for also, I think she has a revive if everyone dies before she does. And Doom Priest, she is just like her and TUHANARAK are sisters. They're just, one's dead and one's alive. And they both have the cleanse on their turn, which is awesome. It's very useful. I use TUHANARAK at a lot of things. I use her in the Doom Tower. I use her in the Faction Wars. A lot of my dungeon teams I use her in. She has, not only her cleanse is amazing. This passive removes 1 random debuff from all allies at the start of each turn. Removes 2 random debuffs instead from allies under continuous heals. So if you put continuous heals on your teammates, she will remove 2 random debuffs. That's crazy. That's like a Doom Priest on steroids. She also puts increased defense and an increased speed, which is amazing. This one's really cool. She puts block buffs on the champion or on the enemy, and then it will spread to all the other ones. Now, it does spread 2 random debuffs, so if they have other debuffs on them, like a bunch of poisons, there's a good chance that it's going to spread those poisons instead of, block buffs or decrease attack. So just keep that in mind if you're using her. And then she has her continuous heal and decreased speed on her A1, which is she's god tier. What are reviews? I mean, she's a Hydra. Yeah, of course, she's 5 in Hydra. I'd say she's 5 in everything. There's really a use for her everywhere in the game, except for the other factions for the Faction Wars. So everywhere else in the game, she is amazing. I'd say if you have the Void Shards and you want to go for it, you know what? She's worth it. Now, getting her, good luck. Probably not going to happen. But hey, you never know. There could be that one tiny % chance that you can probably get her. Mashaled's amazing. I have no idea with my account. My undead summoning rate is insane. I have all my faction guardians and my undead maxed out. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mashaleds. I have a lot of experience with this guy. He's really good. I use him a lot too. He has a continuous heal. You know, pairing him up with TUHANARAK would be really good too, because you know that all the debuffs are always going to be taken off each time TUHANARAK takes a turn. So, but Mashaled, he has Leech, to where when he attacks an enemy and the other enemies have Leech, he does multi-attack. He attacks everyone else under a Leech. His Tornado, increased speed and increased crit damage on all allies for 2 turns. And then places True Fear and a Leech on all enemies for 2 turns. So he like puts the Leech on everyone. And then his A1s will all attack everyone. And then he also increases the speed and increase crit damage. Pretty amazing. His A3 is awesome as well. It actually takes away all the buffs from the enemy and then puts heal reduction on them. So 100% heal reduction is the good one. So and 80% chance of stealing all buffs. I believe that goes to 100%. So he steals all the buffs. So if they have counterattack or shield or anything that's removable, he can take it all. And then there's Mr. Brogni, who is pretty cool. I won't really go into specifics with him. His main thing, he has a shield that cannot be removed. So Mashaled actually cannot steal his shield, I don't think. So I haven't tested that. So this one right here, this shield, but cannot be removed. That's a pretty amazing. He's super defensive. He puts reflect damage onto the enemies or on your champions, and whenever they attack, that does damage on the enemies. Not only are the champions that are in this awesome, they're top tier, all of them. Even Raidrpg. The reason for Raidrpg, the reason why they're making her so important right now is for the Hydra. She has the perfect veil. She has that perfect veil that you need to prevent fears from going on your champions in the Hydra. So if you're not to that stage of the Hydra, I'd say, you know what, she's probably not worth it yet, but she is very top tier when it comes to epics. She has perfect veil, she has a res, and she puts perfect veil on everyone with continuous heal. And every time someone attacks or someone takes a turn, whenever an ally has a veil or perfect veil, gets a turn, heals them by 10% of their max HP. Also increases the resistance of all allies under veil and perfect veil by 50%. She's very, very supporty. She's like a super strong support. You might not look the best. She looks like she's like an undead queen or something. I don't know. I don't care for her looks. She just is kind of gross. But hey, man, she's strong. She's top tier. Then there's Doom Priest. She's amazing too. She actually, was one of my first epics I think I pulled in this game. And I never really invested into her until I got to the clan boss level. And then I was like, oh, she's actually pretty good for the clan boss. So she has this passive. It heals all allies by 7.5% of their HP and removes 1 random debuff from the start of the champion's turn. So that's pretty amazing. She also puts an increased attack. She attacks and then puts increased crit rate on a random ally for 2 turns. So she is definitely like a step down from TUHANARAK. But I know, I think Ash ended up getting TUHANARAK, or he wanted TUHANARAK. There's a couple content creators. There's actually quite a few content creators that do not have her. And I got pretty lucky with her, and I got her just randomly. It wasn't, I think I was trying to get Duchess because I have been wanting Duchess for like a year now. I just want Duchess. Oh no. Oh wow, I'm getting her mixed up. There's no way I could have pulled Duchess or pulled TUHANARAK when I was going for Duchess because that's different shards. So anyways, I think it was around that same time though, because there was like a 10 times for Duchess not too long ago, and I think I got TUHANARAK around that time. Yeah, great champions. Great for the Hydra. I fortunately have all of them, every single one, and I don't need to. I'm going to save my shards for something else. I've gotten quite a few sacred shards, and I'm excited for the next 2 times of whatever's coming up. I think that'll do it today for the champion review. I really hope that you have a great and safe New Year's tonight. It's going to be a great year, I think. 2021 came and went really fast, and it's already done. I'll be seeing you next year. Kind of funny saying that. Stay safe. Try not to drink too much, and yeah, I'll talk to you in the next one. Adios.